and welcome to our Walmart grocery haul, meal number 3. What are we making, babe?
We're making breakfast tacos.
Okay.
And some zucchini and just all kinds of good stuff. So if we're ready, let's get going.
I'm always ready.
We got a lot of stuff to show you guys today.
All right.
So let's start out by, I just figured out, I swear to you, 3 minutes ago what I wanted to do with this zucchini, because there's so many different ideas that I have all the time. But since we're having sort of a Mexican flair dinner, I was like, okay, this is what I decided. So honey, what I'd like you to do is cut these zucchini into like coins.
Okay.
And we're gonna actually put those in our air fryer, so don't cut them too thin, because if you do, you're gonna get pretty much burnt, unless you wanted chips and whatever. Some people like burnt chips, they're actually pretty good.
Okay.
But and then I'm gonna put our potatoes O'Brien that we bought. It's just potatoes, onions, and peppers. And I'm gonna put these in my little panini griddle, because I love to use this griddle for doing stuff like this, because it cooks it while you're doing other stuff, and it makes it so nice and crispy. So I just got it nice and warm. I'm like, my grandmother used to tell me, Angel, you're like a bull in a china closet. I thought, Nan, what does that mean, I'm a bull in a china closet? I totally get it. I totally get it. I am absolutely a bull in a china closet. So this is not gracious, but I am putting my potatoes in here and, you know, dumping some on the counter. What fun is it if we don't? And those are going to cook while Terry and I work together. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Actually, let's put them in the bowl.
Okay.
Let's put them in the bowl so we can mix them up nicey nice. So we are going to do these quickly. And then, like I told you, I like the corn tortillas with the matzo, the only corn, lime, and water. So that's all that's in here is corn and lime, and I'm gonna add the water myself. The fun part about making your own tortillas is that you can flavor them any way you want to. So that's the really, really cool part about this.
Right.
So what I usually do is take 1 cup of my matzo. So just 1 cup or so. I mean, there's nothing perfect about this. So 1 cup. And then 1 cup. And then depending on how many of these you're gonna make, you can use as many cups as you want. The fun part is, if you wanna make different flavors, you could use 1 cup for this or a half a cup for that, and you can just make all kinds of different flavors. So with this, I like to add about 3/4 of a cup of warm water. This water is just a little bit warm, not hot, just warm. So that's probably about 3/4 of a cup. I mean, who's measuring? Okay, and then I'm just gonna mix this up, and now we have a big ball of matzo. And then what I like to do is decide, what am I making? Tonight we're making what I call breakfast tacos, or our new whole food plant-based breakfast version of tacos.
Right.
You see how nice this came together? I mean, look how it's not sticking to anything. It's just so nice.
Yeah.
It feels so, that was kind of like relaxing or something. So
you make it look so easy, man.
It actually is easy. No matter how it looks, it's easy. So you can either leave this like this, or put lime in it, put seasonings in it. I put a bunch of Mexican seasonings here, a Southwest seasonings that I love. I got a Southwest Chipotle seasoning here by Mrs. Dash. It's salt-free. It's got all kinds of those types of herbs and spices in it. I have this chili powder because my sweetheart loves chili powder. There is the Nacho Spice Nutritional Yeast, as you know, I love. And then another seasoning that I like, if I just want a little hint of sweet, even though this has no sugar in it, it's actually sweetened by stevia extract. It is sugar-free rib rack, but it adds a little bit of sweet if you want a little bit of sweet. So, honey, I was gonna ask you if you want plain tortillas or something seasoned, and we can pick anything we want. If you want lime.
Let's kick them off.
Okay, what would you like?
What do we have here?
We have the Southwest seasoning, the chili powder.
Let's do the Southwest.
Okay, you want a little lime in here?
Yeah, we do a little lime.
Okay.
Honey, where can people find this?
You can find this in any local grocery store. My mom is such a sweetheart. She actually sent this to me, so I don't know where it came from. Maybe,
he's always
Amazon.
surprising us with
Oh
good
my
stuff.
gosh, I get every day is Christmas. I get something at the door. I absolutely love it. But this seasoning is really cool. It's got a lot of things in it that you would use, like the aroma from it tells you that it's more of the sort of Spanish flair. Well, no, I got it. I'm gonna put a little bit of lime in this, and that's what you can do. You could go to your husband or your kids, or your husband can go to your wife, you can go to your friends or your neighbors or whoever you happen to be cooking this for, and go to them and say, what kind of flavor do you want? And then make a whole bunch of different flavors and just have fun with it.
Yeah, I like the different flavors because it just adds more flavor. And so it just kind of blends and kicks in with whatever you're putting on your breakfast taco.
Yeah, and then it makes it fun, and then you can taste them. And like I said, if I was making a whole bunch of different kinds here, then we could just make one bowl this, we could make another bowl that, just two tastes. Everything's two tastes. I mean, wouldn't these be delicious with roasted garlic in it?
Oh my gosh,
Squeeze some roast garlic in here, or roasted onion, or anything like that. Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be, babe.
So,
All right.
let's, I just want to show you again just how wonderful this is. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Whoops, we lost a piece in there. So, thank you so much, sweetie. So what we do is we have a bowl here of chopped up coins, no problem. And I was thinking that we would wet these with a little bit of
lime. Okay.
So you can actually squeeze these limes if you want to. Okay, so what we're doing now is I'm gonna roll these up into the size of the tortilla that I think we want. And then I'm gonna turn on my little burner here. I'm not the greatest with this burner. I'm not a professional, as you can tell, but I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest. So what you can do is you can either take saran wrap, some kind of plastic wrap. You can take pieces of parchment paper. You know, if you have Ziploc bags, use those. Whatever you have that the matzo won't stick to. And I'm going to show you two ways that you can do this. You can have one of these fancy presses that I rarely use and is very heavy. And what you do is just put your little ball in here. So there you go. And it just sits right in your pan like that. Simple, simple. Make sure your non-stick pan is nice and warm. You don't want to burn them, but you just leave that on there for a little bit. And I just kind of flip it around a little bit. I mean, there's not really a science. Thank you, honey.
Sure.
So if you don't have one of those, no worries. Take a ball just like I did. But oh, my sweetie's belly is growling. I'm starving you. Aw. So, and then press it down with your hand, and then take a rolling pin or anything you have that can press this down, a cup or whatever, and roll it out. I mean, it's not going to be as pretty, but I always say when I do stuff like this that it's rustic. And so anything, to me, rustic is like homemade.
That's not bad.
So I love that. So
it's not perfectly round.
It's not perfect. But
it's flat and it looks good.
Right? And you could do this anyway. You could actually just do this with your hand. Just press it down like that. I mean, I think the point I'm trying to make is you don't need a fancy press like that. You don't need anything fancy.
Right.
We're not fancy in this kitchen. So what I'm going to do with this is get this going really quick. You squeeze the lime on here?
Yes.
Thank you so much. And I was thinking your favorite chili powder.
Okay.
We'll make these like little And we don't usually go too light on the chili powder. Do you want chili powder and nacho spice nutritional yeast or Southwest seasoning?
We'll do Southwest and rub.
Southwest and rub.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So like I said, this rub will make it a little sweet. Terry has a little sweet too.
Just a
And
little
the
bit.
Southwest?
In the Southwest, just
Okay.
a little bit.
No?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay.
When we get
And
in
then
there.
what I want you to do is, if you want to,
Oh, okay.
so you don't have to get your hand, mix it up and just throw them on here. This is my air fryer basket. We are gonna air fry these for 10 minutes. So I would
Okay.
say 5 minutes, and then flip them around a little bit or flip them over, however fancy you wanna be, and 5 more minutes. So air fry 400, and I would just take, you know, like I said, flip them after 5 minutes. And we'll let you, you know, I mean, you guys will see if it works out or not. So everything's a wing job. And
This is real cooking, folks. Real cooking, folks.
This is really nice. This is coming out really, really
It
nice.
looks nice.
So now we got these. We're gonna get those in the air fryer.
Okay.
And then we are going to make our beans. So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do the
Dump 'em on?
beans. Yeah, just dump them on. You know we're not fancy. Oh, those look so nice.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
So just, you want me to,
Yeah.
like Terry has a choice, right? Give me the spoon. And then we'll just, there's a few here, more than I knew that this air fryer could hold. But that's okay because these are greens and greens are really important.
Exactly.
And I want to make sure that we get our greens. So I
A
knew
little bit.
that 2 zucchinis was probably enough for this air fryer, but it's not enough for me and Terry because we need to eat our greens. So
Exactly.
we're gonna make this work.
Okay.
And there's no reason. See?
Perfect. Okay. And I'll put this in there too.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you don't have to put that in there. Just put that in there separate.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Thank you so much. Then now what we're gonna do is we are gonna start our beans. So again, I bought black beans at Walmart, like you know, I've told you when we showed you our grocery haul video. And what I thought we would do is take the black beans and maybe kick them up a little bit or make them a little bit different. Look how nice this is. Oh, that baby's hot. So I'm just gonna make a little taco shell out of it. Haha. And then I'm gonna take my next one and just pop it in here. You guys get my drift. This is real simple. There you go. It's not gorgeous, but I'm telling you it's gonna taste delicious. So now what we're gonna do, you okay, honey?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. We are going to take our black beans that we just drained and rinsed really well. I know I sound like a broken record. Drain and rinse, drain and rinse, drain and rinse. Get rid of that salt. And we're gonna put them in here, but you know
That
what?
smells delicious.
I did decide that I want an onion too. So Terry cut me up 1 onion. What would you say about what size was it?
It was a small, medium.
Small? Okay.
Yeah. Small,
So,
medium.
isn't this cool? I got this tool out so I could use on this side and one on this side. It kind of just came to me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be cooking 2 things on there. How can I use 1 tool?
Absolutely.
So we have this, and we're just gonna saute our onion just a little tiny bit.
Okay.
While we do that, you know what, honey? Where's your black pepper?
Black pepper. Oh.
Yeah, we need black pepper.
Ooh, we can't go without the black pepper here.
Put some black pepper on there for us.
To taste?
To taste. Terry knows.
To taste?
To taste. I don't think there's one recipe fits all.
No.
I think it's really about what you like, or isn't this cool how I'm using
is
this
cool.
1 tool? I mean, it just came to
That
me
is cool.
right before we turned on this camera.
That came out really nice.
Look at me. I'm like a major head. So, anyhow, and I can remember what side I was using because here we go. And I have my water. So I'll just make sure I'm water sauteing a little bit. Let's check on our potatoes. Oh, look how nice they're doing.
No, they're looking good.
Everything is
Looking
just
good.
going great here. So what my outcome is here is I really want to try to make a little bit of a black refried bean in my mind. That's what I think would be delicious on these tacos. And so,
Sounds delicious.
can you saute this a little bit, sweetie? And I am going to mix up another one of our little shells here.
Okay.
And what I thought we could do is take the black refried beans. We're obviously gonna have the potatoes. And just kind of go with that, like that, for our breakfast tacos. And we have obviously the matzo with the corn and the lime and our beans. So there's so much protein here.
Right.
I just want to point out that we have a ton of protein going on here. We also have our potatoes, and then we have our onions and peppers to help balance our veggies. And then that's why I made so many zucchini, because it just didn't seem balanced enough
Right.
with the veggies. And when I look at it, if we feel like we need more, we always have an abundance of salad and things like that, so we can always add to it. Don't ever gyp yourself on the green vegetables. Just, it's not worth it. Eat your green veggies, and this way you can eat a whole bunch.
Absolutely.
And feel really good. So,
Absolutely.
awesome. Thank you. So I'm just gonna dump the black beans in. Yep. And we're just gonna let those cook for a little while.
Okay.
And perhaps we add some little bit of seasoning.
Okay.
We could actually, because we have not used the nutritional yeast in anything that we made today, so why don't we make these a little cheesy?
Okay. All right.
How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
We'll make these, wrong
Make 'em-
side.
Make them a lot
Make them
cheesy.
a lot cheesy. I meant to sprinkle, but that's okay. So, nutritional yeast, and there'll be, this nutritional yeast has a really nice Southwest flavor, so it'll give them a little bit of kick, but not too hot, because as you know, I'm a little bit wimpy when it comes to heat, and so it won't make them overly hot.
Right.
Yeah. So,
I'll tell you what, smells delicious.
honey, that looks phenomenal.
Thanks,
Look
honey.
at that. Show everybody kind of how when you add the water, you know, and you just kind of, Terry was pressing it a little bit, so you have some whole beans, some beans that are not whole,
Yep.
but the heat and the water, you can just add the water as you see fit, and the onion, and obviously
All
our
just blends together.
overabundance, I can't wait to taste it, our nutritional yeast, super cheese, we'll call them super cheese, refined black beans. I love it.
I love it.
We probably came up with something, right? Okay, so I'm gonna quickly make our last tortilla
Okay.
here, and then we'll get this cooked off, and then our zucchinis are almost done. I cannot wait to taste those. And you know what? I think I said that I had the air fryer on 400, but it's 425. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Whatever. You know, I know you guys are like our friends and family, so there's some forgiveness there when I'm not perfect.
And if they're not done enough, just keep
redo
it there a little
it.
bit longer.
Make them.
Keep it there a little bit longer, right? That's all.
Absolutely. Right?
That's right.
I mean, we like to cook with you guys, not so much before, although it may be easier for you if we did and it was all planned out. But we don't. So anyway, and again, you don't have to have, I gotta tell you, I bought one of these, and I bought it so that I could make these tacos and then make the crispy ones, because you cannot buy these crispy in the box because they have a lot of oil in them. So I guess you could if you ate oil, but for us we don't. So I bought this to do that, and it's funny because they kind of, when you put them in the oven on this thing, they slip off, and it wasn't pretty.
But that's cool. I like that
But
contrast.
I
That's cool.
like this for the after product.
Yes,
And then if
yes.
we were, you know, having a function, we could put the tacos on here and serve them. So
That'd be great for entertaining, you're right.
yeah, well, we're entertaining me and you
Absolutely.
today, right?
We're entertaining each other,
That's
right?
right. We love entertaining each other. So that's really my story on this thing. Those look so great. How are potatoes doing, honey? Take
Let's
a
see.
peek. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Show everybody how nice and sort of brown they are.
Absolutely. I don't want to lift it up. It's a little hot, but
We'll
yeah.
try to come over. Okay, nice, nice. Very nice. Okay, close it.
All right. Absolutely.
Okay, good. Let me see. Do you want to check our...
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, check our... I was looking for my kitchen tool and I forgot that I was using one kitchen tool for everything. See how fast out of the mind it goes?
A few more minutes.
It was such a grand idea that I forgot all about it, right?
Exactly.
A few more minutes on the zucchini.
A few more minutes, about a minute or so. Yep, and it'll be done.
Hopefully these meal ideas, again, we went to Walmart, we picked up all this stuff, and I sort of just try to figure out how can we buy items that are easy to make, that you can whip up in a jiffy, that kids will like.
Easily accessible.
Easily accessible,
Everyone
absolutely.
can buy, right?
Gluten-free. Show our masa, it's gluten-free. All this meal is absolutely all gluten-free. And how can we, I like to try to make things that everybody can eat.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
So, and even
a variety too,
non-meat.
honey. You come up with such a great variety.
Oh,
Different
thank
varieties and different, different food choices. I think it's great.
Yeah, and even non-meat eaters, really, they enjoy the food. I mean, even when you're a non-meat eater. So when we're shopping and we're grocery hauling and we're trying to share with you ideas, really the intent behind it is just, here's simple ideas that are not overly expensive or hard to do. I mean, really, anybody can do this. Look at this. This is not pretty, but it's rustic. See? It's rustic. So anybody can do these things and enjoy these things. I mean, who can't put frozen potatoes O'Brien in a panini press? And if you don't have a panini press, put them on a baking sheet on parchment paper, put them in the oven on, wow.
Look at our zucchini.
Those are gorgeous. Put them in the oven on 425 and let them roast. These will get brown. I have done them in the oven. You don't need a panini press. You can do all of this with a simple oven.
Good
Seriously.
Point. Good point. Huh?
All of this. So it's just easy. I just kind of like to use these tools sometimes. You know, today I went all out with my air fryer and my stove top here and my little panini press, but you don't need all this stuff to be successful in this. It's really simple. So now what we're gonna do is eat, and that's the favorite part.
Ooh, okay.
That's the favorite part.
That's what I was waiting for.
Ooh, isn't that pretty and rustic?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We like it. And then here's my other rustic ones. If you think about it, I only made one with the press,
yeah.
and to tell you the truth, they're not that much different. So knock yourself out. Have a good time. I mean, like I said, use your hands.
Absolutely.
I mean, you just don't need a lot of fancy tools to do all this stuff.
Right.
'Cause now I just realized, I hope I wasn't blocking your view the whole time. Oh, isn't that fun? I don't mean to do stuff like that. Okay, this is done.
Okay.
These are done, our potatoes are done.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is put these in here.
Okay.
If you want to plate up some of our zucchini, can I taste?
Okay, absolutely. Kind of the taste we're looking for.
Why are they a little bit sweet?
Because you're sweet, hon.
Oh, thank you. Did we put some of the rub on those?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
They're delicious.
Yes.
Want one?
Sure. Mmm.
They're good,
wow.
right?
They are good.
You could even air fry these a little bit longer, probably because I stuck so many in there. But you can air fry these a little bit longer. You know, air fry them to taste. Everything's to taste, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, sweetie.
Okay. Don't let me hold up progress.
Oh, I'm not. Don't you worry about that. I'm gonna put a little bit of our beans. Wow, I love, tell me those don't look delicious. And it's a little bit different than just having a bean out of a can. You can take the beans out of the can and microwave them. You've seen me do that a lot. But this is kind of like a little bit special. So far, this is totally homemade. The matzo, look how pretty these are with the seasonings that Terry asked me to put in here. I'm such a visual eater. So, and we have our crispy potatoes, which I'm
That's gonna be good.
loving right now. And they're coming right up. I mean,
Wow.
look how they come right up.
Wow. That's
Hopefully
perfect.
you can see.
That's perfect.
But they just,
Tucked away.
thank you, honey. They just come right up. I mean, look at this taco.
Wow.
That's what
That
I
looks
call a
delicious.
slamming breakfast taco. Let me have the next plate.
Okay. Next one up.
I'll give the perfect tortilla to you, and I will take the rustic one.
You're so
okay?
sweet. Thank you, babe.
Aw, you're welcome. So, put a little bit of beans on here, a little bowl in the china closet, get it on the plate. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys know. I'm just doing this for you.
Well,
and
this is
it's
so
fun.
homemade, so rustic.
And it's
I mean,
real.
Everything,
It's about as
you
real
know,
as
from
it gets.
scratch.
And this comes right up. Again, I love these potatoes. There's enough here for 4 tacos, as you can see. Let's get, I know you're not happy, sweetie, with having to try a new salsa.
Hey, but it's organic, so I'll take
It
it.
is organic. So let's try it.
Okay.
I like trying the new stuff, but I agree with Terry. When you know you have something that you love and it's a go-to, it's kind of like, whoops, flying spin.
I like my go-to.
But you know what? This looks good, actually. Look at the tomato seeds. It looks kind of fresh.
It does. It does.
I don't know why I'm piling it on because I don't know if it's too hot. It says medium.
It says medium, but
But you know I don't like it too hot.
sometimes their medium and our medium are 2 different mediums, right?
Well, I think you're okay with the medium, but
Oh boy, I cannot wait.
You could call this a lunch taco or a dinner taco or whatever, but for today, I'm calling these breakfast tacos because it's fun.
Salud.
Salud. Here we go. Okay. I love, honey, thank you. I'm not being very ladylike. I love the fresh tortilla.
So do I.
And believe it or not,
The sauce isn't that bad.
the beans are jamming. The beans are jamming with all of that nutritional yeast. I would say we
Absolutely.
probably dumped 2 or 3 tablespoons in there accidentally. What an awesome accident.
It came out great. Came out great. Boy, I can't wait for you guys to taste this. Unbelievable.
How about
And it's hearty.
that tortilla?
I know.
I love
I'm
what
impressed.
I gotta watch this video so I know what I put in the tortilla because that was so good.
I'm impressed.
And the crispy potatoes.
I'm impressed.
I am really loving this.
You guys
I'm
will
sorry
enjoy
if I'm
this.
a mess.
You will definitely enjoy this. This is so delicious. Oh, we didn't taste our
We did.
Zucchini.
We tasted them
Oh yeah, when we took
when
them
they
off.
weren't done because I couldn't wait. They're really, really, really good.
A good compliment.
It's a really goes well
Good compliment.
with the tacos and the seasonings that we put on them. You could even put a little bit of sauce on them if you wanted to.
You're right. You're right.
Hey,
I hope you enjoy this.
this was not gracious. I apologize, but who cares?
Exactly.
It's delicious.
The
There's
end
more
product-
ideas here.
It's very gracious and delicious.
It is delicious.
Right,
Thank
honey?
you so much. It's
You're
so
welcome.
fun cooking with you, sweetie. I really
Oh,
appreciate
thank you, baby.
it.
I hope you guys love
Thank
this.
you for
If you love
joining
us,
us.
subscribe.
Absolutely.
We do this for you, and we do it because we believe in the whole food plant-based lifestyle and just making everyone healthy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Feeling good, feeling vibrant, ready for your day.
Absolutely.
Have fun.
Absolutely.
Really. Thanks, guys. We appreciate all your support so much.
Absolutely. We
Take
do.
care.
Take
Have
care.
a great evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.